This was not a situation where people could have gone even to the room that's in the middle of their house like you're often told to take shelter, because the middle rooms of these houses, they're gone. Cars are all over.
Okay, David, we're on I-35 at Southwest 15th Street in Oklahoma City. We've had numerous power flashes. We've had wind gusts of probably 60 plus.
Explain it, how to describe it. This is terrible. This is war zone terrible.
This tornado didn't just destroy homes. It completely wiped entire neighborhoods off the map in minutes. On May 20th, 2013, a powerful storm system developed over Oklahoma. At first, it looked like a typical severe weather day, but within hours, it would turn into one of the most devastating tornado events in U.S. history. As the storm intensified, a rotating wall cloud began to form near the city of Moore. Within minutes, a tornado touched down, and it didn't stay small for long. The tornado rapidly grew in size and strength, becoming a violent EF5. At its peak, it stretched wide across the ground, moving directly toward heavily populated neighborhoods. As it entered Moore, the destruction was immediate. Homes were torn apart within seconds, roofs ripped off, walls collapsed, entire structures reduced to debris, cars were thrown through the air, power lines snapped, and streets quickly became unrecognizable. The tornado continued moving through the city with incredible force. Entire neighborhoods were flattened, leaving behind nothing but foundations. Winds exceeded 200 miles per hour, strong enough to sweep away everything in its path. Emergency sirens blared across the city, but for many, there was little time to react. Families rushed to shelters. Others took cover wherever they could, as the storm passed directly overhead. One of the most devastating moments came when the tornado struck local schools. Students and teachers took shelter as the building was hit directly. In just minutes, entire sections were destroyed, turning classrooms into debris. It was a moment that showed just how dangerous and unpredictable tornadoes can be. When the tornado finally lifted, the damage left behind was overwhelming. Entire communities were gone. Homes, schools, and businesses had been completely destroyed, leaving thousands affected. Recovery would take years, and for many, life would never be the same. The Moore tornado remains one of the most destructive in U.S. history. A reminder that even with warnings, nature can still be unpredictable. And sometimes, there's simply no escaping its path.
Go now to Jason Allen. He is a reporter with our Dallas station, KTVT. Jason, good morning to you.
Good morning, Nora. We are just on the edge of one of the most affected neighborhoods here. We are just a couple of blocks away from it. We spent the night in that neighborhood as search teams arrived and started going through house to house, looking for any survivors that might still be there. I'll show you that scene as it happened overnight. This was brick. These were brick homes that were torn apart. This was not a situation where people could have gone even to the room that's in the middle of their house like you're often told to take shelter, because the middle rooms of these houses, they're gone. Cars are all over this neighborhood. In fact, you take a look at this car you're looking at right here, you can see that the light here in the trunk is still on from where the storm popped it open and obviously blew it either off the street or off of a driveway and deposited it right here in somebody's front yard. And we've seen other vehicles here that you couldn't even tell were vehicles until you got right up close to them. In the overnight hours, I'm going to point you right over here, we started to see some first responders still coming out to these neighborhoods. These are firefighters. There are nurses there with first aid kits. They are still going through some of the damage here. Right down that road is where you were just looking at some of those damaged homes. And Nora, we expect that search teams will be back in this neighborhood as the sun comes up and they have more light to work with here in the morning hours.
Just horrific. Jason Allen, thank you.